Exploring Healthier Masculinity Within Business, a monthly call for executive and senior leaders within industry who too rarely have a space to stop, to breathe, to take off the weight of being a leader of teams and organizations. Taking place on the first Monday of every month. Email gary.turner@radicality.co.uk. Hello there, and welcome to the next episode of In the Business of Healthy Masculinity. You can find this conversation on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and a whole range of other places, including my Substack, which you can see on the bottom here, In the Business of Healthy Masculinity.substack.com. And my guest today is a really, really cool human being. Why? Because I've known him for many, many years. He's somebody that has worked in a similar industry to myself, in the chemicals industry. But more than that, he's an awesome thinker, leader, and a good human being. So Rafik, welcome to the show, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Gary? Thanks for the invitation, and glad to be with you on this podcast.
Well, thank you for joining me, my friend. I'm doing very, very well. I'm really grateful as well that I've got my first guest from somewhere in the Middle East, which is very exciting. Do you want to give the viewers and maybe some people that might be watching us online a little bit of a lowdown? What is Rafik up to in the world, and a bit more about you?
Yeah, okay. My name is Rafik Zahy, and I'm executive business leader into the chemical industry since more than 17 years so far. I've been working in many aspects of the chemical industry between distribution and manufacturers. Have been always passionate about the team management and the human being at the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
So that's so far what I am in a nutshell.
Fantastic. Thanks for sharing that. And for those that are listening on the podcast, you can find Rafik's LinkedIn, linkedin.com/IN/RAFIKZAHY. All of this contact details will be in the show notes afterwards. So Rafik, you very bravely said, "Hey Gary, I'll join you on your journey of your podcast in the business of healthy masculinity." And I was really curious when I reached out to you. First of all, what were your sort of initial thoughts? What does the framing of this whole conversation mean to you as a senior leader?
About health masculinity, you mean? Because it resonates with me because it's very rare element to have it at the workplace. It's not an easy let's say like character or element that you can find nowadays due to many factors that going into our world, from violence and wars. And so when you speak about it and you try to find it in the workplace, is not that easy. Throughout my journey all over my career path. So it was really exciting to talk about it and to reveal what we can do about it, and how we can, warn others about it, and how important it is for being a human being.
I really appreciate that, actually, Rafik, because because you're very much already validating my hypothesis for this platform, which is not trying to say, I'm right, you're wrong. It's not binary, right? We're not trying to say it's anybody's fault. It's a
Yes.
system that we've been brought up on that gives certain people power over other people who don't have power, right? And I think if I look at the world at the moment, Rafik, there's many examples, for me at least, and I wonder what your thoughts are, where we see very unhealthy masculine traits such as domination, control, even G-side on live streamed, right? We're seeing these things happening, yet there's a real discomfort around having that conversation in business spaces for some reason. And I don't know, have you seen that experience in your career? Have you not seen that? Would you challenge what I just shared?
I totally, it resonates with me. And I have seen this very long time. And actually, what we are seeing outside as the world, and what's happening in our world, from financial pressure on a country, or war with another country, it's it's the nature of the bad side of the human. that always it's easy to implement and to have it more than to be the real human, or the real, the good side of the human being. So when you talk about the good side and the human being, it's being like a good leader, empathy for others, know how to treat others, all with all the respect to any race, sex, ethnicity, background, education. They should be all treated equally. You shouldn't be biased toward like European are the most smart guys in the room. This shouldn't be the case, because there should be another guys in Africa or Asia or Latin America that are much smarter. So this should be like the halo effect that you put for certain race or certain background. Those are the best, and the rest are second class or third class. Shouldn't be the case. So we see this in the workplace, and not in the companies also that I worked for, but in other companies that I didn't work for, that I hear from my friends, my relatives, that when we talk and we gather over drinks during the weekend, we start talking, and I see that this is much easier for human being to be on the bad side. That's to be, in order to be on the good side and to be a human being, to treat the people in a good way. That's very hard to implement, because you will have to be humble first. That you will have to be humble. You have to be to have self-respect for others. You should have also some, love, that you spread love to the others. You don't have any. You should have some feelings, but whoever say that business has no feeling, this is not the right thing that should be told, because we are, and at the end we are humans. We cannot move or do something without having a feeling. If you don't have a feeling, you will not do it.
You know, so we're 7 minutes in, and I'm like, Rafik, you've done the podcast. Thanks, mate. Perfect. What I'm joking about that is you know, one of the questions I was holding was around what are some of the blockers, what gets in the way. No, reframe the question. Why have we made it so hard for people to be human when we are actually human? Like, what's going on in the workplace in particular that stops people being human?
Yeah, that's a good question. I can see that positions, the brightness of any positions that people fight for to get into, the financial aspects of it. So that you get degraded from being a human to, like, sorry to say, but to be, even animals have certain limit of animality in their way of approaching things. But you get rid of all your feelings, all your self-respect and respect for others, in order only to get what you want. So when you do this, you became a monster. You don't belong to human being. You just become some maybe an alien, or something that doesn't have any feeling. That's so when you do this is, I guess, the human is the maybe we have a say here in Egypt that when someone is like this, that's we say that the human is the worst enemy to himself. So we not the animal, not the planet, not the plants, not anything, but human to human are the worst enemies to each other. So not the it's not for example, if you meet a lion, this is your worst enemy. No. Another human being to you can be even furious, and even can cause more damage to you than a lion. Not even by physically, can emotionally can destroy the person in front of him. So which is, I see that the emotional and the psychological impact on human beings at workplace is the worst thing when it comes to that level, So people got diseases because of psychological imbalance at workplace. They depression and other psychological diseases, which is a shame to have it. Like at the end, we work not to destroy each other, but to grow and to grow the business and do good to our society on the smaller level, and to our country on the bigger level, and even bigger to the planet, so where we are sitting and living. And at the end, Gary, each one must remember this, that any human being, the average lifespan for him is from 70 to 80. So you are not here for good. Okay, so it doesn't. Does it ask yourself, or the one who is doing this can ask himself, is it worth it doing this? Is it worth it? What I will benefit, and how long it will last, this benefit? Because you never know, and you never know when is your time to leave. Yeah. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Rafi, such rich feedback, honestly. And what's really interesting, I'm joining some dots already between this conditioned inhumanity that can happen in the workplace, right? Because of the structures, because of the financial pressures, etc. But we don't have to, we all have a choice, right, Rafik? And this is the thing I'm very passionate about, and why this platform exists, right? Because we as men haven't had a space like you and I are sharing that often, right? If I wanted, in workplaces I've worked at over the last 25 years, if I wanted to ask any senior leader, particularly if they were a man, can I have 10 minutes? I want to bring this idea to you. Where do we go as men to have a conversation about what's troubling us, the feelings we don't like, etc.? They just don't exist. They just do not exist.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's really hard to find someone that also in the workplace who wants to talk about. Maybe some people feel it like a weakness. Some men feel it like a weakness. I shouldn't complain. I shouldn't, have any feelings at the workplace, and such statement that really I got surprised when I hear it, because how come you cannot have feelings when you are in the workplace? And that's normal, that you feel happy, you feel sad, you feel the good and the bad. So why not to talk about it? And really it's worth to talk about, because when you talk, you can have first, you can have relief, you can inspire others what can be done, and also others can help you out. So that's what I always do. I'm always trying also to implement when I have a team. Because at the end, when people comes to me and say that even it is not related to work, I put some time for them and to listen to them, because if sometimes this problem at the family or outside his workplace or her workplace, if it's not solved, it will impact his life and consequently his work. So I have to listen. I have to have an empathy for what is being said. Then if I have the power or the influence or whatever, what I can have in hand to make him or make her her life easier, why not to do and give a hand? So that's why the team that I work with throughout my life were getting into the office before the office starts, because they said to me easily, we come working because with you, because you are here. We know that you are here. You are not only a manager, but you are a good listener. you listen to us. You have the even sometimes that I don't have like an immediate remedy or immediate solution for them, but at least I give them the space to speak without judgment. That's also the thing that also that can be the second point that I want to discuss with you, because sometimes when you talk to somebody or he pretend that he want to listen, but then start, oh, that's a shame, what about that, and then he start working going into work. So wow, that's worse than, better to say I will not listen to you, I don't have time. Because this give the two things. First, that your problem is not important, and yourself as well is not important for him, or for the guy, or for the person you are talking to. So this give a double effect on the talking person, or the person who comes to you, that he is really psychologically dead from your reaction. So yeah, did you recognize this as well?
Yeah, no, thank you for bringing it into the conversation, Rafik. Actually, my first guest on this platform was a guy called Colin Smith, and he's affectionately known as the listener. See, all of his time he's spent helping leaders, individuals listen better. And he speaks often, and you spoke to this just now as well, that we listen at different levels, frequencies, right? It's not binary. It's not like you're either listening or you're not listening. It's like, actually, am I listening to you consciously? Am I listening to what you're saying beyond the words? Because you're actually saying stuff with your body, not just with your mouth. Yeah.
Yes.
And I think it's a very underdeveloped skill in business, for sure. And every person I speak to on this platform, listening is probably one of the most consistent, Rafik, opportunities for growth, and one of the biggest areas of pain for people.
Yeah, exactly. As I said, that you can listen, but at the same time you're not here. You're not with the one who is talking to you. It's just you want to let him finish, and then you jump to another subject, and that's it. And you feel that you have done a good job listening to him, but you didn't. Actually, you didn't. Even you didn't care to figure out what is the problem, that he's talking about. Or another kind of listener that tell you just be positive, don't nag too much. This is also another way of getting, that's the people frustrated at the workplace. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do this. At least if someone, I'm not saying that all people are comes with a valid complaint, but at least you should have a proper discussion, constructive one, without doing any harm. Because also those terms constructive and good listener are being misunderstood by many. That they say constructive, that I say 1 2 3 4 5, then if you don't follow what I am saying, then you fail in solving your problem. This is not the way it should be. So yes, coming back to this point, yeah, everyone in the workplace should at least practice himself or herself to be a good listener, to even try. I'm sure that the ones that are not good listener at work, outside work will be the same. So that will have troubles outside work, at their families, with their kids, with the neighbors, with the friends. So because this is mostly it will be this his nature, not the human nature, but this is his personality or her personality. So she doesn't care much about anything. And at the same time they are very self-centric. So when someone like this is talking, they on the other side, they see themselves, they are the best, they talk the best, they think the best, they are the best in everything. So why should I care about other nagging about a problem that they have at work, even if they are in my team? Why should I care? This is the well, how I can say it. This is the how they put them for themselves to say that it's okay, I will not care.
So interesting. So I want to come back to your listening journey, but one of the things I want to capture for people that are listening or watching, and again, I say this every conversation, Rafik, but there's a Gallup organization in the US that measures engagement globally of employees in workplaces.
Yes.
Literally I think it was September, they released their global state of the work report. So this is many hundreds of thousands of employees, different contexts, different geographies, different organizational settings, different sizes. 21% of people surveyed were fully engaged, which means 79 pence in every £1 of salaries is wasted or ineffective every single day. So, so when Rafik and I are talking, if you're listening to us, watching us today, we are not talking about the soft stuff. We're not talking about the easy stuff. We're talking about the hard stuff of remembering our humanity, remembering we are all worthy. We all have validity. We are all dignified. We all have potential. And because of the systems we're part of, we have to be very intentional to create space to allow that humanity and that potential to come through. Otherwise, you can have senior leaders going, do more, faster, harder, buy a business, acquire. You're doing all of this stuff, but you're not doing it. You're doing it to cover your ineffectiveness of leading people well. And it's so this pattern keeps coming up in every conversation, Rafik. It's really, really interesting.
Because at the end, when the such situation happens, and it happens, I can say it happens maybe on daily basis with everyone. So I guess if any survey is done within a company, then they say how often you have encountered such situation in your journey with your current company. They will say that maybe every other day or every week we have I'm facing such situation with maybe my team leader, my manager, or whatever. So yes, not all the I guess the people have also the chance to speak up about this, because because if they want to have a speak up session, or they got a survey, they have a feeling that if I put my name or I say bad things about the management, then I'll be punished and maybe I'll be fired. So now then it comes to a situation, let's do whatever I do now, keep the work going, and then when I see another place who can offer maybe better salary or better environment, then I will go and check and leave the company. So that's also for the companies that has high turnover, they should listen carefully to the employee inside surveys and see what can be done, and really investigate what is not doing well. And especially that when people are working in different geographies or different locations, has many offices. So this is also where the problems happens, because the people in located in different locations, different offices around the world, they feel they are not engaged, they are not they are working in the silos. So they are not seen. Whatever they do, that it's not appreciated. The directors of the company do not see it. So it ends up that why not to go the extra mile? What I should do, what I do, and that's it.
Yeah, and what a brilliant real life example, right? Two different people, two men, two different continents, two different parts of the world, fused together by a belief in healthy, in being inclusive, in listening, in caring, in being empathetic, all of the things that the system, patriarchy, has educated you and I in our education, right? Not to do, right? We need to control, we need to dominate, we need to not give people space to breathe, right? So I'm really curious. I want to get a little bit more under the skin. Like, Rafik, you're a very embodied human being. You really clearly care about showing up, giving your team space. Has it always been that way? Has that always been your personality, or have you had to develop certain aspects of that over your career?
No, I had always I have been born and raised in a Catholic family, so I have been this is within my belief that I have been raised to, that do good and people will do good to you. So and this has been evolved throughout the years, so which means that I like to treat people like I want them to treat me. So I treat them with respect, dignity. I treat them with love. So I should expect the same. Okay. And at the same time, I also, when I started to be on a career ladder, that like a executive or director, then I see that I want to be an example for the people, just to let them think that I want to be like this guy. I want to have, if I want to, if themselves they want to build a team, they lead by example. So if I want them to go the extra mile, I should do the extra mile, and themselves. I don't, for example, I cannot ask them for an extra mile to be done, and I don't even get my water to drink to myself. So shouldn't be the case. At the end, also, I want to be the manager that I am dreaming to have, also. Beautiful. At the same time. So so when someone is doing good to his team, doing good to his listening to them, and that this should be also, it will come, because it will come the appreciation from the team. That's 100%, and I have witnessed this by myself throughout my journey, that when I do treat them in a good way, with respect, give them guidance, give them freedom to speak, freedom to act, let them do some faults. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we are all human beings. No one is perfect, and no one doesn't do mistakes. We do all mistakes. So let them do mistake, learn, and I learn from them as well. So because everyone has a defect in his personality, in his skills. So why not to learn from the team? It doesn't mean that because they are my team or they are a subordinates to me, that I don't have anything to learn from them. This is not, shouldn't be the case. I shouldn't be the thinking of a good leadership. Shouldn't be.
So what I want people to capture, if you're listening or watching now as well, like, again, I want to remind you, Rafik is a senior executive leader within multinational organizations. This is not a plant. I've not brought Rafik in as my best friend who just happens to say everything I want him to say, right? This is because it's so rare, Rafik, and that's why I'm really grateful you've come on. It's really rare to have senior leaders that are operating within big business spaces, willing to even have this conversation. And I really mean that, finding senior leaders that feel safe in their own body and confident enough to know that they're speaking about their experience and not about other people's experience. It's still too rare, Rafik. It's still too rare.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, but I believe also that the good people are there, but they are always like hidden gems,
Nice.
and They need someone, to polish and remove the dust, then they will shine. But
Nice.
it depends on how you approach them. Even you put, sand on them and then bury them into the sand, or then you pick them up from the land, polish them and put them in a nice case. So this is how always the human being. So I believe that the ones who are not uh, good listeners or good doers to people didn't have the chance in their early childhood to be treated in the right way, to speak up, and to have the gut to say what we are saying here. Because at the end, as I said, we are here for a short journey on Earth. We are from 70 to 80 years maximum, or this is the lifespan of average male in the world. So whatever is your age, you must, even if you are young or you are old, but you must listen to this and do good to the people. Listen to them and think what is worthy to do. What is best to do? Is it you're I don't say that all people should sacrifice their ambition or their financials, or this is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you do what you want, get what you want, but in the right way, in the human being right way. You shouldn't kill others or step over bodies in order to reach what you have. So this is, yeah. Oh, as you said, this is also in corporate, but it's always if you see others outside the world, what our countries are being, held for, and what are being done in here and there, then you will see it is the same happening. Why? Because this is the bad side of human being. Only the bad side is controlling the mentality of financials and economy and superpower and over overpower others and ruling others, and that's it. That's what in the leaders of potential leaders that we are having nowadays in all over the globe, ruling countries, not even corporates.
I think that's a really powerful way to sort of wrap up our conversation today. Is, what a reminder that our healthy traits, our healthy masculine traits, love, care, listening, empathy, humility, alongside, right, Rafik, the ability to build a business, build people, drive something forward positively. It's balancing those energies all of the time. But don't basically, I'm gonna characterize it as don't be a dick.
Yeah. Yeah, boldly it can be. Even yeah, it's worth to reflect back and see what are the actions taken and what can be taken, because it is never too late, and it's a short journey, so make it worth it. Make it worth it. That at the end, your legacy will be sustained. So if you are a normal person with no intention to do good to others, and you have been misbehaving all over your life, so when you are gone, no one will remember you. But if you are do good and treat well the people, listen to them, respect them, and then your legacy will be there. Then I will say, yeah, I had a friend whose name Rafik. This guy was nice and he treated me well. So this is, I guess, what will last in our world.
Beautiful. Thank you, Rafik. Again, everyone,
Thanks.
linkedin.com/IN/Rafik, Rafik Zahy, Zahy. Rafik, appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for coming on. Thanks for being real. Thanks for being human. And this conversation will be going out in December or early January, one or the other. But very, very soon. So look out for it. And Rafik, I really appreciate you. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks a lot, Gary. Thanks a lot, man. Cheers.
Take care, everyone.